Sean O'Malley recently addressed the ongoing rumors surrounding Iliad Topuria, particularly the reports regarding his personal life. Following the announcement of Paddy Pimblett vs Justin Gaethje for UFC 324, news surfaced suggesting that Topuria would be stepping away from competition for a while due to personal matters. Although nothing has been officially confirmed, many fans began speculating when Ilya and his wife appeared to remove each other from social media and posted messages hinting at a separation. In a new video uploaded to his YouTube channel, O'Malley shared his reaction to the situation and expressed genuine sympathy for Topuria. He emphasized that despite the lack of confirmed details, it is clear that Ilya is dealing with a difficult period, and the public nature of the situation only amplifies the stress. O'Malley explained that going through marital issues, especially rumors of divorce, can be emotionally draining, and having such private matters unfold in front of millions makes it significantly harder. He mentioned hearing reports that Topuria's wife might seek a substantial portion of his assets, something that adds even more pressure on a fighter preparing for high-stakes competition. O'Malley admitted that this type of turmoil is the last thing an athlete wants to navigate while attempting to maintain focus for a fight camp. He acknowledged that situations involving children make everything even more challenging, noting that Topuria is also a father. According to O'Malley, when family matters are involved, the emotional weight becomes heavier, and stepping away from an upcoming fight becomes completely understandable. O'Malley also addressed rumors suggesting that Ilya may have been messaging other women, though he emphasized that such details remain unverified. Regardless of what is true, he maintained that the entire situation is unfortunate and sympathized with how overwhelming it must feel for the featherweight contender. Despite the circumstances, O'Malley admitted he was disappointed from a sporting perspective, as he had been looking forward to a potential matchup between Iliad Topuria and Paddy Pimblett. He reiterated that it was the fight he most wanted to see but ultimately understood why Topuria would choose to take time off to prioritize his personal life. Sean O'Malley recently shared his reaction to the placement of his upcoming fight on the UFC 324 card, and his comments were a mix of humor, honesty, and self-reflection. For the first time since UFC 280 in 2022, O'Malley will not be headlining an event, a shift that surprised many fans who have grown accustomed to seeing him in the spotlight. He joked that perhaps Merab Dvalishvili accomplished his mission by derailing his momentum, poking fun at the narrative that his career had taken a downturn. During his podcast, O'Malley openly discussed how unusual it felt to see his name positioned lower than expected on such a major card. With Kayla Harrison vs Amanda Nunes earning the co-main event slot and Paddy Pimblett vs Justin Gaethje capturing even more attention, O'Malley laughed about how much his stock seemed to have dropped. He sarcastically claimed that he might soon find himself fighting on the prelims or even the early prelims, exaggerating the situation for comedic effect. He added that at the rate things were going, he might end up competing in small regional shows, joking about making a return to Great Falls. The tone made it clear he wasn't taking the card placement too seriously, but he acknowledged the shift with a sense of humility. O'Malley also revealed that he attempted to negotiate an unconventional format for his fight against Song Yadong. After 4 consecutive 5-round title fights and 4 long training camps, he felt ready for something different. He proposed a 2-round fight with 3-minute rounds, a format inspired by a desire to lighten the physical and mental load. However, the UFC quickly declined, insisting on the standard 3-round, 5-minute structure. O'Malley accepted without complaint but admitted that a shorter fight would have been a refreshing change. Still, he expressed genuine excitement about the upcoming matchup. After spending years preparing for championship-length bouts, the shorter 3-round training camp feels like a breath of fresh air. He joked that a 3-week camp would be perfect, 1 week dedicated to each round. Despite the change in placement, O'Malley emphasized that he feels energized and motivated heading into UFC 324. He closed by celebrating the official matchup, Sugar Sean O'Malley vs Song Yadong, set to take place on one of the year's biggest cards. Tom Aspinall recently released additional footage detailing his eye injury during an appearance on the Ariel Helwani show. In the newly shared video, he sat down with an eye specialist who provided a clear medical explanation of the condition Aspinall has been dealing with since the accidental eye poke he suffered from Cyril Gane. According to Aspinall, the most severe issues occur when he looks to the side with his right eye. the one most affected by the injury. He explained that his vision immediately doubles and then shifts into a gray, foggy blur. His left eye, while not as severely impacted, still has noticeable blurriness that has not fully resolved. The eye specialist conducted a series of diagnostic tests, including eye movement evaluations designed to measure the eye's ability to track, lift, and coordinate. These tests revealed a significant reduction in Aspinall's upward eye movement, indicating that the muscles surrounding the eye are not functioning normally. The specialist explained that this type of impairment occurs when the superior oblique muscle tendon becomes restricted, a condition known as Brown syndrome. He noted that in almost all cases, Brown syndrome is caused by direct trauma, making the accidental poke during the fight the most likely source of the damage. The doctor elaborated on how even a single small muscle in the eye can drastically affect vision. When the muscles fail to work together, one eye may move while the other remains fixed or lags behind. This misalignment creates persistent double vision and can cause disorientation, making day-to-day tasks challenging and making professional fighting impossible. He emphasized that Aspinall's double vision alone significantly reduces his overall sight clarity and can compromise depth perception, balance, and timing, 3 skills essential for a mixed martial artist. Based on his examination, the specialist advised Aspinall to halt all training and avoid any form of fighting until the double vision fully resolves. He described Aspinall's prognosis as guarded, meaning recovery is possible but uncertain, and the timeline remains unpredictable. Despite the seriousness of the diagnosis, Aspinall remained composed during the discussion, focusing on understanding the injury and the safest path forward. The footage highlighted the severity of the situation and reinforced why Aspinall has been unable to resume training. Both he and the specialist stressed that rushing back could worsen the condition, making patience and proper care his top priorities moving forward. Tom Aspinall addressed the backlash he has received from parts of the MMA community following his eye injury and the release of medical details confirming its severity. Speaking candidly, Aspinall explained that he initially stayed off his phone after the incident, wanting to focus on recovery rather than online reactions. When he eventually checked social media, he was shocked to discover that many people genuinely believed he had faked the injury. He expressed disbelief that anyone would question the legitimacy of what was clearly shown on the replay, a direct, forceful eye poke. Aspinall pointed out that even after releasing an official doctor's report outlining the extent of the damage, criticism continued. Some people accused him of exaggerating the injury, seeking sympathy, or using the media to draw attention. He found these accusations absurd and frustrating, emphasizing that he is dealing with a serious medical issue that affects his vision, mobility, and ability to train or fight. He questioned why anyone would think he would fabricate something that puts his career and health at risk. He went on to express confusion and irritation toward the negative comments, referring to those critics as individuals who seem committed to tearing others down. Aspinall described them as people who have little positivity in their own lives and rely on criticizing successful athletes to feel better about themselves. He noted that no matter what he does, whether he provides evidence or stays silent, there will always be a portion of the audience determined to undermine him. Aspinall stressed that the injury was in no way his fault and that he has been dealing with the consequences both physically and emotionally. Despite this, he continues to receive an unexpected amount of hate. He believes much of it comes from people who dislike seeing others succeed, especially when that success comes in the form of a heavyweight champion rising to the top of the division. He reaffirmed his status with conviction, reminding everyone that he is the reigning heavyweight champion of the world and earned that position through hard work and perseverance. Aspinall emphasized that he would not let negativity from online critics distract him from his recovery or diminish his accomplishments. He concluded with a message of confidence and resilience, making it clear that despite the backlash, he remains focused on healing and eventually returning stronger than ever. Bilal Muhammad has publicly called out Ian Gary for what he considers deliberate cheating during their matchup at UFC Qatar, where Gary won by unanimous decision. According to Muhammad, Gary poked him in the eye 3 separate times throughout the fight, and he now believes those fouls were intentional and part of a calculated strategy to gain an early advantage. Muhammad pointed out that none of the eye pokes resulted in a point deduction, which he claims encourages fighters to continue exploiting that loophole. In his view, as long as fighters are allowed to foul without immediate consequences, some will continue to use those tactics strategically. Muhammad has long been vocal about changing the rules regarding eye pokes, and this fight further strengthened his stance. He argued that automatic point deductions are the only way to discourage fighters from using eye pokes to disrupt rhythm, impair vision, and control the pace of a fight. Without harsher penalties, he believes fighters will continue using such fouls as a way to manipulate the early moments of a match. Despite his frustration, Muhammad did acknowledge aspects of Gary's performance that were effective and legitimate. He gave Gary credit for his excellent distance management and movement, noting that he expected Gary to rely heavily on those strengths. Muhammad admitted that in a 3-round fight, he needed to start faster and apply pressure earlier, especially against a fighter who excels at sticking and moving. He recognized that the fight did not unfold the way he hoped, but he emphasized the importance of learning from setbacks. Muhammad made it clear that losses offer valuable lessons and that he and his team are committed to analyzing the fight, correcting mistakes, and returning stronger. He stated that he still believes he is one of the best fighters in the world and is determined to use this experience to improve. He remains confident that with continued hard work and adjustment, he will come back better prepared for future opportunities. Looking ahead, Muhammad expressed hope that the UFC's new broadcast deal and upcoming changes in the new year will lead to stricter enforcement of eye poke rules. He believes automatic point deductions would dramatically reduce fouls and create a safer, more fair environment for all fighters. A major UFC event has been revealed for early 2026, as reports from AG Fight confirm that the organization will be heading to Mexico on February 28. Along with news of the event, several matchups for the card have already been announced. One of the confirmed bouts features Edgar Chaidez taking on Felipe Bunes. Chaidez enters the fight after an impressive victory over CJ Vergara, a performance that earned him a well-deserved Performance of the Night bonus. Bunes, on the other hand, is looking to rebound following a recent loss to Rafael Estevam. Additionally, MMA Latin America and Big Marcel reported that unbeaten prospect Imanol Rodriguez will face Kevin Borjas. Rodriguez holds a perfect 6-0 record and is coming off a strong showing on Dana White's Contender Series. His fight in Mexico marks his official UFC debut and will take place in front of a home country crowd, adding significant pressure to an already pivotal moment in his career. Borjas enters the matchup with momentum from a recent win over Sumu Deirji but holds a 1-3 record inside the UFC. The Mexico event is already shaping up to be a meaningful card featuring rising talent and hometown representation.